In a quiet corner of a small town, there lived a young man named Ryan, a boy blessed with remarkable intelligence, carrying within him endless potential. His mind sparkled with possibilities, and those who knew him could sense it. He was destined for something extraordinary. Deep in his heart, Ryan nurtured a powerful dream. He envisioned himself wearing a white coat, a stethoscope draped around his neck, healing lives as a physician. The path before him seemed clear, the destination visible on the horizon. Yet beneath this bright surface, a silent storm was brewing. You see, Ryan possessed a brilliant mind, but he couldn't master it. His thoughts wandered like clouds drifting across an endless sky, never settling, always moving. Whenever he opened his books with genuine intention to study, his attention would slip away. First toward the glowing screen of his smartphone, then into the endless scroll of social media, sometimes vanishing completely into daydreams that led nowhere. A familiar voice inside him would whisper reassuringly, "There's plenty of time ahead. I'll start tomorrow." But tomorrow, as it often does, never truly arrived. His parents spoke to him with concern in their voices. His teachers reminded him repeatedly about the value of concentrated effort, of giving your complete presence to the task at hand. But Ryan had convinced himself of something dangerous. He believed that intelligence alone would carry him to success, that natural talent required no companion. Then came the day that would shake everything. The scholarship examination results were announced, an opportunity Ryan had secretly counted on, a golden bridge that could bring his medical dreams closer to reality. With trembling hands and a hopeful heart, he searched for his name. What he discovered instead was crushing disappointment. He had failed. Around him, classmates who studied with consistency and dedication were celebrating their achievements. The very teachers who once praised his quick mind now wore expressions of quiet sadness when they looked his way. That evening, Ryan sat alone. He felt very ashamed. He knew he wasn't lacking intelligence. He had just wasted time. In that raw moment of self-reflection, a profound realization pierced through his disappointment. Being gifted isn't enough. Without discipline shaping your days, success remains a distant dream, forever out of reach. Something shifted inside Ryan that night. He made a firm decision. Transformation had to begin immediately. He needed more than academic instruction. He needed someone who could teach him how to channel his restless energy, how to build unshakable focus. His search led him to Coach Miller, a seasoned physical education instructor, known throughout the school for something extraordinary. Coach Miller didn't just train bodies. He sculpted minds, teaching young people the art of self-control and concentrated attention. Students whispered about his methods, how even the most distracted individuals gradually developed remarkable discipline under his guidance. Ryan approached him one afternoon, vulnerability in his voice. "Coach, my mind refuses to cooperate. Every time I attempt to study, my thoughts scatter in 1,000 directions simultaneously. How can I possibly strengthen my concentration?" Coach Miller's face softened with understanding. He replied gently, "Taming the mind is perhaps life's greatest challenge, Ryan. Come, let me demonstrate something valuable." He guided Ryan toward the open playground, the afternoon sun casting long shadows across the field. From the equipment storage room, the coach retrieved a simple training bow and a set of arrows. He positioned a circular target board at a distance and turned to Ryan with a knowing smile. "If you can strike the center of that target, I'll understand how focused you truly are right now." Ryan drew the bow, released the arrow, and watched it sail past the board completely, missing by a significant margin. Coach Miller's question came softly, Tell me, Ryan, what were your eyes seeing the moment you released that arrow? Ryan answered honestly. I noticed the trees swaying nearby, the open field stretching around us, and the target board itself. The coach nodded slowly, a teacher recognizing the exact problem. There lies your struggle, revealed perfectly. You're attempting to see everything simultaneously. He continued, his voice carrying wisdom earned through years of observation. A skilled archer knows a secret. When aiming, only the target exists. Nothing else enters their awareness. Ryan, your mind behaves exactly like your arrow just now. It's scattered across everything surrounding you. Your devices, social platforms, endless videos, countless distractions. If you genuinely desire success in life, then during your study hours, only your goal should exist in your consciousness. Nothing else deserves your attention in those sacred moments. The message landed deep in Ryan's understanding, yet practical questions remained. Coach, where exactly do I begin this journey? How does someone transform into a disciplined person? Coach Miller's response was clear and compassionate. Listen carefully, Ryan. I'm going to share 4 fundamental principles with you. If you can embrace and practice them consistently, they will become your foundation. First, take command of your wandering thoughts. The instant your mind attempts to drift toward something else, speak firmly to yourself internally. This is my dedicated study time. My focus belongs here, right now. Second, establish a structured routine. Design a daily schedule that defines precisely when you'll study and when you'll rest. You'll discover something remarkable. Your brain begins adapting to this rhythm, following the pattern you've created. Third, remove temptations from your environment. Your smartphone, television, and meaningless applications are thieves of your precious time. Keep them completely out of reach during your study sessions. And fourth, practice this discipline daily without exception. Transformation never happens overnight. Small, consistent habits built day after day. This is the authentic key that unlocks mental discipline. Ryan absorbed every word as though receiving sacred knowledge. He returned home and immediately constructed a rigorous daily structure for himself. His phone was silenced and placed in another room during study hours. Each time his attention began wandering, he would pause and remind himself firmly, "My destination is becoming a physician. That's where my focus belongs." The initial weeks tested him severely. Resistance came from within, powerful and persistent. But gradually, almost miraculously, his capacity for sustained attention began strengthening. Time passed, and eventually, he found himself studying for extended hours without a single distraction pulling him away. Several months later, another crucial examination arrived. This time, the outcome was dramatically different. Ryan didn't merely pass. He claimed the top position among all students. Standing there with his results, he understood profoundly that this victory wasn't born from luck or natural talent alone. It emerged from disciplined practice, from controlling his attention day after day, from choosing focus over fleeting pleasures. Nearly a year later, Ryan stood on a stage, receiving the scholarship that once seemed impossible. As the applause surrounded him, Coach Miller's words echoed through his memory with crystal clarity. The mind resembles a wild, untamed horse. If you refuse to train it, it will drag you aimlessly wherever its impulses lead. But if you dedicate yourself to training it patiently, it becomes the vehicle that carries you directly to your dreams. From that transformative day forward, Ryan carried one principle as his guiding light through life: discipline your mind with unwavering commitment, and success will naturally follow in your footsteps. If this lesson touched your heart and enriched your understanding with new English expressions, remember that countless more stories await you at Brain Edukit, where every narrative plants seeds of wisdom while naturally strengthening your English language skills. Here, we believe transformation happens when life lessons and language learning unite in perfect harmony. Subscribe and join this journey of discovery, where each tale teaches your heart and sharpens your mind. Because true growth blooms when inspiration meets education. Share this wisdom if it resonated with you. Leave a comment about what you learned today, and we'll return soon with another story that transforms. Until then, stay patient, remain grateful, and keep moving forward with purpose.